Alright, hey guys, welcome back to a special Christmas themed Sonic collectible review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the newly released Sonic the Hedgehog Christmas Jumper, which was released by NumSkull. Okay, so this is the packaging that the jumper itself comes in, which is a nice clear bag which has a button at the top. Also has its own hanger at the top here as well, so it's definitely good use to reseal this once you're finished with the jumper at Christmas time, to keep it in good condition, to save it for next year. As I already said, this is released by NumSkull, which their website is at the bottom there, which is www.numskull.co.uk. Now, it's .co.uk as this jumper was only released in the United Kingdom, unfortunately. So for those of you overseas in either America or Australia or whatnot, it's going to be an import job, and unfortunately that's probably going to be quite costly. Now these were pretty easy to pre-order when these were first announced, back in October I believe. Now as soon as they went on sale they pretty much immediately sold out. Which was literally a few weeks ago they started dispatching them, and yeah, they sold out really quick. I believe Retailer Game had some as well, but I believe they're completely sold out as well now, and unfortunately the only place to get them at the moment is eBay, and the prices on there are going for some cases more than double what these originally retailed at. But yeah, getting on with the product, this is a little leaflet that comes in here from NumSkull. As you can see, they do other cool little products as well. You've got Sonic the Hedgehog socks, PlayStation wallet. I really like the PlayStation 3 cufflinks, retro console notebooks, and a couple other bits there. But that's not what you've come on here to see. On the right here, got this description. Got obviously stock art of the jumper, Sonic the Hedgehog Xmas jumper. It's a medium size, which is the size I wanted to get. It says here, don't start your Christmas in a spin, start it in this Sonic the Hedgehog Christmas jumper instead, because looking festive can mean you look fantastic too. And you've got the NumSkull logo and of course the Sega logo there too. So let's get this guy out and have a closer look. Okay, so this is what the jumper looks like literally as you take it out of the plastic bag it comes in. It's got a pretty nice smooth feel to it. See? The print so far looks really quite impressive. As you can see, you've got Dr. Robotnik there, and he looks pretty cool. Now, have a little look at the tag at the top here. It should... I'm pretty sure when I read this on the website, it was 80% polyester and only 20% cotton. And yes, I was right, 80% polyester. So unfortunately it hasn't got that sort of, although it is classified as a jumper, it hasn't got that sort of warm sort of feel you'd get for like a knitted jumper if it was completely cotton, which is a bit of a shame. So it's sort of, it is a little bit cheapy feeling in a way. And for the price that it actually was, especially now as it's going on auction sites, it's you'd expect to have at least a little bit more cotton. It's not bad. It's got this sort of like sheepskin feel of it in here. So but I wouldn't recommend this keeping you warm with just this on alone as a top, especially in the cold weather now. So let's unwrap this and have a closer look at the whole thing. Okay, now here is the jumper fully out on display for all eyes to see. Now there is quite a bit of controversy surrounding these jumpers from NumSkull, and I will cover that in just a bit on the video. But first of all I'm just going to give you a once over of what the jumper actually looks like. So going fully back here, it's a pretty interesting design. It sort of looks like you've got a giant Sonic there with a pretty small Robotnik there at the top. My only explanation for that is I guess Robotnik must be in the distance. So you've got Sonic obviously standing in the green hill zone. The checkered parts of the shirt look really great, and the colour blue on it is really deep vibrant blue. It really looks cool, but not too vibrant enough to make Sonic himself not stand out in his pixelated form there. We obviously got some white Christmas trees there, and some snowflakes, big ones and small. On the arms you've got continued snowflakes, go right down, and a sort of lighter blue tint bit on the wrist parts of the jumper, with a snowflake there on, looks like on just various random parts of the wrist. And the same thing for the right. On the back there's not really too much to say. Let me just get the hanger up there. It's pretty much on the back, it's just standalone snowflakes, big and small ones. Nothing really else to say about that. Now, to some of the problems that I've read about these jumpers from other people that have also purchased them, I think the biggest one I've read is sizing problems. Now, from what I've seen, it looks like majority of it is from people who have ordered the extra large or the extra large ones. A lot of people are saying that it's way too tight and there's no way this is an extra large size. Now, this is a medium size, as I've already said earlier in the video, and on the description you get in the jumper it says it's for a let me just check, 42 to 44 inch chest line. And getting a tape measure, that is actually accurate. I'm sure how that's putting it up. That is pretty much exactly 42 inches on the waist, so there is definitely no problem with sizing issues on the medium, or maybe I was just lucky, but yeah, it seems to be mostly the larger sizes for the people having real problems. The second problem, there seems to be problems with some of the prints, as in marks or scuff marks on the jumper. Now, there is a couple on mine, and I'm going to point them out. There's I've only found a couple so far. There is one little mark here. Sure what that's picking that up. And then there is one, the biggest one I've noticed, up here. Now this one actually looks like sort of a piece of string fell on the jumper when it was getting printed on. That's what it sort of looks like. It sort of looks like you could just sort of brush it off, but no, that is actually a stain on the permanent marking on the jumper, I should say. I haven't really found any other misprints on the jumper so far, apart from parts of the corners where it's not completely all coloured in, like perhaps this bit here. You can sort of see white bit where the stitching and the jumper connect. Or a little bit there as it goes down. Now, the biggest problem with my jumper is by far the neck part here. It's a little bit tight. I noticed getting it on and off of my head, but I would imagine after a few takeoffs and putting it back on, it'll probably stretch to more comfortable standards. It is a stretchy material, but I did have to sort of pull it quite a bit to get it on. Not to the point where it would break, but just a little bit tight. However, that's not the worst part about this. The worst part is by far is the stitching for the back part. I'm going to show you this, and honestly I think this is quite embarrassing on NumSkull's part. Can you notice anything there? Maybe I might need to point it out, but just look at the stitching there on the back. That is so off, it is unbelievable. You can see it's sort of right, it's just everywhere. It's like all over there and then it goes back up, whereas it should really just sort of be a perfect sort of half circle. I mean, you might notice it a bit better there, but that just looks sort of like, I don't know, it just looks like a sort of really cheaply hand-made, hand-stitched jumper, which yeah, that is really embarrassing on NumSkull's part. But otherwise, I haven't really found anything too problematic with it, really. I mean, obviously I know that's a pretty big problem, but not many people are going to really look at the back part of the jumper. So yeah, as I said, it's a medium and it fits me great. To be honest with you, I could probably fit into a small as well. It's a little bit baggy on me, a medium. The only reason I sort of went for a medium, because I usually wear small t-shirts and jumpers, is reading all the people's problems with sizing issues. I thought, well, maybe I better get one size up in case they're sort of one size smaller. But yeah. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. I can't really recommend this jumper, especially for the price that it's going for now, with all the defects that with it, and the fact that it is a pretty cheaply made jumper. I mean, when it went up for sale, it was on for sale for £30, which is a lot of money, because you could get a proper decent jumper for that price. And the fact that they're going for more than double that now on eBay, I really wouldn't recommend paying that for this. No way. If it was sort of maybe £20, maybe even 15 around that mark, I'd say pick it up. Chances are after Christmas more will probably pop up on eBay, and you might be able to pick one up cheaper to wear for next year's, but at the minute they are like hot water. They are steaming away. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. I'd like to see what you guys think of it. If you want to see a second opinion on this jumper for another review, I would recommend checking this review out right here. But otherwise guys, really appreciate you guys watching this video, and I really appreciate a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And as always, I appreciate you subscribing to me. So I wish you all a Merry Christmas wherever you are on the planet, and look forward to some more Sonic collectible reviews. Thanks for watching guys.